Hello everyone and good evening. Welcome into Tarboro Municipal Stadium where we have the second meeting of the season between the Tarboro River Bandits and the Norfolk Redbirds. It's the Redbirds' first trip down here to Tarboro, North Carolina. The River Bandits took the first game over Chris Dodolo's Redbirds 11-4. That game was at Lakewood Park. For Tarboro, they're going to throw out the same arm that they threw against the Redbirds lineup back on June 21st when these teams first met. That's going to be Nick Bruno. Bruno went 4 innings and 1/3 innings that night at Lakewood, allowed 2 earned runs on 4 hits. Nick Bruno also struck out 6 batters that night and walked 3. And for the Redbirds, Jacob Reganey is going to be on the mound again. Reganey's coming off his worst start of the season. He did throw an inning out of the bullpen on Tuesday against the Voyagers, a scoreless inning in their league play on Tuesday. So it will be interesting to see how Jacob Reganey bounces back after his worst outing in a start this season for Norfolk. And we do have the starting lineups tonight. For the Redbirds, leading off and playing left field, Logan Stein. Justin Lakos, the shortstop, will be in the 2-hole. Aiden Feather, the second baseman tonight. His first start over at second. He'll be batting third. Jackson Hughes will be playing third base in the 4-hole. Dylan Blazer, the first baseman, batting fifth. Jason Bosher, the center fielder, batting sixth. Trent Jones, the brother of Bryce, will be out in right field, batting seventh. Trevor Self, the catcher, batting eighth. And Brent Hawley, the DH, batting ninth. And for Tarboro, it'll be James Moses leading off and playing center. Ty Barango is the shortstop, batting second. Chase Heath out in right field, batting third. Jarrett May, who's been a stud this season in the DH hole, batting fourth. Tyler Dunn will be the first baseman, batting fifth. Liam Mcfadden Ackman, the left fielder, in the 6th hole. Harrison Johnson will be batting seventh, playing third. Dane Hoggard batting eighth, doing the catching behind the plate for Nick Bruno. And lastly, batting ninth and playing second base for the River Bandits is Zeke Hilton. Chris Dodolo and Grant Crosby, each team's respective head coach, are currently at home plate, as you can see on your screen, having the home plate umpire meeting. So game set for 7 o'clock, 6:57 here in Tarboro. And when we're about to get set, we'll be back with you right here on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. Once again, I'm Hayden Bandel, and don't go anywhere. Welcome back into Tarboro Municipal Stadium, where the Norfolk Redbirds are taking on the River Bandits, and the first pitch is up and away, and we are underway here in Tarboro, North Carolina. Logan Stein leading off for Norfolk, and there's the first strike thrown by Nick Bruno to even up the count at 1-1. This is the second time that the left-handed Bruno is starting against the Redbirds in both of their matchups. And the 1-1 Stein checks a swing. Home plate umpire said he went around 1-2. Stein's done a good job as the leadoff hitter. Has an on-base percentage of .714. So he's been doing a good job for Norfolk to get on as he fouls off that pitch from Bruno to do the 1-2 again. One ball is 2 strikes here on Stein. Pitch from Bruno. And swing and a miss, strike 3. So Stein goes down swinging on the first at-bat of the evening.
The shortstop, number 5, Justin Lakos.
So that'll bring up the shortstop, Justin Lakos. And Lakos shows blunt. He went around on it and missed the pitch from Bruno. Count moves to 0-1. A 1 from the lefty, and that one catches the outside corner. And Bruno's quickly up on Lakos, 0-2. 0-2 pitch, and that one is below the knees of Lakos. And the count goes to 1-2. It's our first time here in Tarboro, North Carolina, as it is for the Redbirds as well. 1-2 from Bruno, and Lakos gets a piece of that one to stay alive. Norfolk is scheduled to come here again in a little less than a week, next Wednesday, for their third and final matchup against the River Bandits, as the 1-2 pitch sails upstairs from Bruno, and the count evens up at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The count on Lakos with one down here in the top of the first. And Lakos swings through the pitch for strike 3. So 2 up and 2 down for the lefty Bruno. He's already recorded 2 strikeouts.
The second baseman, number 14, Mcfadden. That'll bring up Aiden Feather. And Feather takes the first pitch, strike, 0-1. Bruno has started all of his hitters with first pitch strikes. He's gotten the first 2 to strike out. See if Feather can change that. A 1 pitch gets away as Bruno loses his footing on the bump. Evens up the count at 1-1.
come the fall. He's had a great summer so far. And a small sample size here for the Bandits. The
1-1 pitch. And Feather swings through that one as he fouls it to the backstop, and the count moves to 1-2.
1-2 on its way from Bruno. Swing and a miss on the foul tip. So Bruno strikes out the side in the first. Jacob Reganey gets set to take the mound for the first time tonight. Get your game on with D-Bat Virginia Beach baseball, softball, training, and more. D-Bat Virginia Beach is a state-of-the-art facility with over 17,000 square feet, 13 batting cages, and professional instructors who don't just know baseball and softball, but live and breathe it. You can find them located at 5258A Fairfield Shopping Center in Virginia Beach. You can call them at 757-467-1111. You can also visit their website at dbatvirginiabeach.com. Bottom of the first inning here. Not sure what just happened. You saw on your screen Jacob Reganey was walking back towards the dugout after the home plate umpire came out. Jacob got a new a new glove. He gave the other one to his head coach, Chris Dodolo. Threw it back into the Norfolk dugout and went on top of the ceiling of the dugout, but the Redbirds have retrieved the glove. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Moses. And that ball misses up and away to the lefty Moses, 1-2. And pitch just missed inside from Reganey. Count evens up to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Moses hits a ground ball towards the right side. Reganey fields his position. The flip to first is in time for the first out recorded by Norfolk this evening.
The shortstop, number 7, Barango.
So that'll bring up the shortstop of the River Bandits, Barango. And Barango takes the first pitch upstairs from Reganey, 1-0. Reganey, in his last start, is his worst start, as mentioned in the pregame, as quickly falls down in the count 2-0 to Barango. In 3 innings, allowed 3 earned runs against the Greenbrier Knights in his last start. And now down in the count 3-0 on Barango. And the 3-0 pitch is above the letters of Barango for a 4-pitch walk.
The right fielder, number 24, Chase Heath.
Home plate umpire having a discussion with Reganey as to where that missed on the 3-0 pitch.
His best game of the summer, 2 for 5 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs on Tuesday.
Barango took a long stride over at first base, and it's a called strike to the right fielder, Chase Heath.
Bandits have 3 more home games coming up in the next 4 days. They're traveling to Cleveland tomorrow. On Saturday, goes to the Steelers on Sunday.
Nothing in 1 here. Barango is a stolen base threat. He's got 15. He's yet to been caught. And Reganey checks in on him.
Gianni finished up his freshman year at Division II King, the Tornadoes. And from Virginia Beach, Virginia, high school ball at Bayside High School.
Reganey looks over at Barango on first, 0-1. On its way to Heath. And it's fouled off of his foot. And he's down in the count, 0-2.
So far on the summer, he's been arguably the Redbirds' best pitcher. 16, 18, and a third. His 4 runs given up 2 runs. 2.45. To start tonight against the first place team.
Reganey's been one of the better pitchers for Norfolk this season, and as again he checks in on Barango, who slides back in safely. Oh, 2, and it's fouled straight back by Heath, and we'll do it again.
So far on the summer. I mentioned what they did on Tuesday. He's at 397, 4 homers and 20 RBIs. This is college ball from Central Missouri Mules.
Chase Heath hitting 397 this year with an OPS of 1.116. And the 0-2 misses upstairs from Reganey as the count moves to a ball and 2 strikes. Norfolk comes into the day at 4-7 in PCL play, 6-7 overall. They're in a 4th place tie with the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs, so they can claim, as Reganey checks in again on Barango, they can claim sole place of 4th place with a victory here tonight. Tarboro comes into the day 1st place in the Premier Collegiate League. 16-6 overall, 8-3 in league play. Long hold from Reganey. Here's the pitch. And it misses outside, and the count works even to 2-2. Two-two pitch, and that one's rolled over to short. That could be 2 to second for 1 on its way to first, and it's scooped up by Blazer in time for the inning-ending 6-4-3 double play. We're scoreless at the end of 1 here at Tarboro Municipal Stadium. Mercedes-Benz of Virginia Beach has earned a reputation as one of the Hampton Roads' most trusted luxury car dealers. Since their establishment in 2014, they found themselves as a premier name for Mercedes-Benz sales with exceptional service and unbeatable selections. If you're looking for a newer pre-owned vehicle, they're the place to go to, being the premier dealership in Virginia Beach with a vast selection of Mercedes-Benz vehicles and easy leasing and financing. They're located on 4949 Virginia Beach Boulevard in Virginia Beach. You can call them at 757-499-3771. You can also visit their website at mercedes-benzofvirginiabeach.com. Jackson Hughes leading off the top of the second here against Nick Bruno. Bruno struck out the only 3 batters he's seen thus far tonight. And he fires in another first pitch strike to Hughes, 0-1. Some beautiful defense displayed by the Redbirds in that last inning. Reganey fielded his position beautifully after Moses hit a tapper to his left side. And then after Barango walked on 4 pitches, Reganey did a good job of holding the man who holds 15 stolen bases as a strike is fired in to Hughes. Moves the count to 1-2. And then Reganey held him so close that they were able to turn the 6-4-3 inning-ending double play, and that's certainly a part of it. And that pitch is on the outside corner. A called strike 3 on Hughes. It's the 4th strikeout of the night for Bruno.
The first baseman, number 18, Dylan Blazer.
That brings up the left-footed Blazer, and he takes the first pitch that he sees from Bruno, a ball, 1-0. It's the first time that Bruno has fallen down to the hitter, 1-0. And he takes that pitch inside from Bruno, and the count moves to 2-0. So Bruno struck out 6 batters in his 4 innings and 1/3 of work the last time that he faced the Redbirds, as Blazer fouls off the 2-0 pitch. This is the 4th start of the season for Bruno. He hasn't had more than 6 strikeouts, and in the first 4 batters he's seen tonight, he's already fanned all of them. And he gets another strike on Blazer, and the count moves to 2-2. Lefty on lefty action. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Blazer. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The 5th consecutive strikeout to start the night for Bruno. And it'll send up the center fielder, Jason Bosher, to the dish.
Number 12, Jason Bosher. Here's 2 right now for Bruno in the Bandits. He's seen 5 hitters. He struck out all 5. And here's Josh Basher, Bosher, the center fielder.
And Bosher fouls off the first pitch that he sees from Bruno, 0-1. A 1 on its way. And Bosher takes that one up and away from Bruno. Evens up the count at 1 apiece.
A lot of really good baseball in high school ball up in that area, so a lot of different schools. 1-1 for Bruno.
And Bosher leaves that pitch in the dirt from Bruno.
Join us for the first time.
The count moves to 2-1.
Feel free to leave a comment, drop in the chat where you're listening from, who you're rooting for, and who's your favorite player. We'd love to hear from you on the Tarboro River Bandits live stream page. Got a happy birthday shout out. Just give me 1 second. We'll get to that in just a second. 2-1. Bruno.
2-1 is fired in for a called strike, and the count evens up.
Consecutive strikeout. Happy birthday to James Moses. Tonight's Bandits starting center field. Strauss. Here comes the 2-2 from Bruno.
2-2 on its way, and Bosher sends that one into foul territory. Overcomes the first baseman Dunn for a look, but that'll land foul. So we'll do the 2-2 again. To Bosher from Bruno. Bosher hitting .320 on the year. Two from Bruno. And that one's popped up in the infield. Waiting for it is the second baseman, Hilton. And he waits for it to come down, so that retires the side. 6 up and 6 down for Bruno. We go to the bottom of the second here in Tarboro. Mercedes-Benz of Virginia Beach offers Mercedes-Benz service and repairs. You have access to the latest specialized technology and precise analysis from Mercedes-Benz trained technicians who undergo regular and frequent training, so they're always up to date on every component of your vehicle. Find them at 4949 Virginia Beach Boulevard in Virginia Beach. Call their service hotline at 757-499-3773. You can also visit their website at mercedes-benzofvirginiabeach.com. Bottom of the second inning here at Tarboro Municipal Stadium in a scoreless ball game. Jarrett May takes a first pitch strike from Reganey, 0-1. Jarrett May, one of the best hitters by far, as he yanks that one down the left field line. That's a fair ball, and it'll go all the way into the corner. May rounds first, and he'll pull up to second with a leadoff double. The 5th double of the season for Jarrett May. And the first base hit off of Reganey. Scorching line drive. That was pulled by May. And it'll bring up the lefty, Tyler Dunn. And Dunn takes the first pitch, strike, 0-1. Dunn hitting .329 on the year for the River Bandits. And the L1 pitch is flied out into right, and waiting for it to come down is Trent Jones, tagging, and now going back to second is Jarrett May. Good job from Trent Jones to get that ball in quickly for the first out.
The left fielder, number 19, Mcfadden, Ackman.
That'll bring up Liam Mcfadden Ackman. The 6-hole hitter hitting .354 with an OPS of .969. Just shows you how deep this Tarboro lineup is. Reganey started off with first pitch strikes to each of the two batters here in the home second. And his first pitch to Mcfadden Ackman is a called strike. Ball that caught the outside corner, 0-1. Oh, one self sets up outside, and that's where he misses. Chris Dodo tells his pitcher to pound the zone. 1-1 pitch here on Mcfadden Ackman, who's got the start out in left field tonight for the River Bandits. 1-1 pitch, and that one's popped up. Overcomes Blazer in foul territory to the fence, and it goes foul, and Reganey ran into Mcfadden Ackman. Mcfadden Ackman was running out the pitch that landed into foul territory, and Reganey was coming over for a look as well with Blazer and ran right into the runner. So a ball and 2 strikes here on Mcfadden Ackman. With Jarrett May still on second base, 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning. Reganey gets the signs from Self. He sets up outside again, and the 1-2 curveball just missed outside. The count draws even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch just misses from Reganey. It's the first full count drawn by any batter here tonight. Full count on its way from Reganey. And that ball misses outside. Second walk from Reganey as he takes a stroll on the mound. And Chris Dodolo is going to go out to have a talk with Jacob Reganey along with the rest of the infield, with 1 out and runners on first and second. So a long meeting at the mound from the Redbirds. Home plate umpire to come up to break up the discussion. And Jacob Reganey is breaking ball to Harrison Johnson. Misses low and inside. 1-0 as Chris Dodolo sends his left fielder Logan Stein to come in a bit. Shifts over the center fielder Bosher to his left with the lefty
Up, and he rolls one over to second. Feather goes to second for one, on to first. Is in time for the second inning-ending double play. And Jacob Regani is fired up. The Redbirds defense has come to play here tonight. Local business owners and community organizers promote your business and events. Right here on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel, you have the opportunity to promote your business and events right here with your logo being featured on the screen. Please email tidewatersummerleague@gmail.com to promote your business or events today. Another beautiful inning-ending double play to end the inning for the Redbirds. Aiden Feather's been a part of both of them, getting his first start over at second base as Trent Jones swings to the first pitch that he sees from Bruno, 0-1. Feather making his first start at second and making it look like a natural. Trent Jones takes that pitch in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jones, the brother of Bryce Jones. Bryce is not here tonight with the Redbirds as Trent takes that pitch upstairs from Bruno, 2-1. Bryce woke up feeling under the weather. So, Bryce, if you're watching from home, we hope you feel better cheering on your ball club. 2-1. And that one misses outside and goes off of the glove of Hogard. And it's a 3-1 count. See what adjustments the Redbirds hitters can make after Nick Bruno has retired the first 6 batters he's seen thus far tonight. 3-1 pitch to Jones is up high, ball 4. And a leadoff man is aboard.
Catcher number 6, Trevor Sell.
So Jones in his first at-bat of the season is the first man to reach base against Nick Bruno. And here's his first pitch from the stretch, and Self shows Bunny, pulls away on the inside pitch. And now Dane Hogard going to go out to talk to Nick Bruno after Self showed bunt. So we'll see the infield come in a bit for the River Bandits. Self has already gotten the signs
from his manager, Chris Dodolo, as Dane Hoggard jogs back behind the plate. It's a 1-0 count here. Harrison Johnson, the third baseman, is playing in as Tyler Dunn is covering Trent Jones at first. Middle infielders playing at normal range. And now they're peeking in a bit. 1-0 pitch. And Self is swinging, and he shoots a fly ball out to right, where Heath makes the catch. Probably could have had a play at first if he would have thrown it. Jones took a extra step towards second.
Number 11, Jack Ward.
So Self flies out to left. And so that'll bring up the pinch hitter, technically, Jack Moore. In the lineup of the Redbirds, Brendan Hawley, who's not here, was listed as the DH. Chris Dodolo said that he's going to go pinch hit in that 9-hole spot as Moorick swings and misses. 0-1. He's going to pinch hit every at-bat so that the guys on this bench can still get their reps in. He said it's going to be based on the situation. So we'll see if Moorick lays down a bunt here with the top of the order coming up, and a pickoff over to first, and good job from Jones to get in there. It's different when you're leading against a lefty than a righty. You need to lean back as a base runner unless you decide to steal when he breaks toward the bag. Jones gets back in there safely. 0-1 count here. And that one misses to Moorick. Count moves to 1-1. Moorick setting an even 300. 1-1 on its way, and it swung through. One-two to Moorick. Long hold from Bruno, and there goes Jones. He breaks on the throw, and the throw to second is not in time. So Trent Jones steals the bag, and now there's a runner in scoring position with one out for the Redbirds. So Jones did exactly what he was asked to do and what a base runner is supposed to do. Bruno threw to first. Jones was asked to steal, and he went right when Bruno went, and the throw from Dunn to second was a bit high. So still a 1-2 count here on Moorick. And the pitch is fouled back from Moorick, so we'll do the 1-2 again. Moorick trying to put the ball in play. He's only struck out 5 times in his 30 plate appearances this season. 1-2 from Bruno. And that one gets by the catcher, Hogard, and over to third goes Jones. So we'll see what Tarboro decides to do with their infield in a scoreless ball game in the top half of the third. Only Harrison Johnson, the third baseman, is playing in. The rest of the infield is at normal depth. 2-2 pitch to Moorick. Just trying to put the ball in play here. And he takes it upstairs, and the count is full. It's the first full count drawn by a Redbird batter. 3-2 on its way. And a shot out into center field. That'll at least get in a run. Moses makes the catch. The throw to home is offline.
It's a sacrifice fly for Jack Morick. And it puts the Redbirds on the board here first in Tarboro. A great at-bat there from Morick. He was down in the count 1-2. Jones stole second and took third on a wild pitch. And Jones hits a line drive to center to knock in his 5th RBI of the season. And so an appeal play to third. That's called safe, so it remains 1-0. Back to the top of the lineup for the Redbirds. Logan Stein swings through the first pitch from Bruno, 0-1. And Stein swings through that pitch, 0-2. Redbirds fell to a 5-0 hole the first time that they played Tarboro. Ended up getting it to 5-4. But 6 unanswered runs, and the River Bandits won that ball game 11-4. Looking for some different results tonight, trying to get back to 500 on the summer. And the 0-2 is rolled over to the left side. It's past the diving Johnson, but Barango is there to cover him, but the throw to first is not in time, so it's an infield single for Logan Stein. That's the first hit of the day for the Redbirds. So I'll bring up the shortstop, Lakos. And Lakos takes that pitch upstairs from Bruno, 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch is swung through from Lakos to even up the count. One to Bruno. There goes the runner Stein from first, and the throw to second is not in time. It's the second stolen base of the inning for the Redbirds. A 2-1 count here on the shortstop, Lakos. Pitch from Bruno, and that one sails up high, and the count moves to 3-1. Redbirds have already scored a run here in the third, and there's a 5-pitch walk to Lakos. And there are 2 runners aboard for Aiden Feather.
The second baseman, number 14, Aiden Feather.
And we're going to have a mound visit here in Tarboro.
So Will Lozenak, the pitching coach of the River Bandits, goes out to have a talk after a 5-pitch walk was delivered to Justin Lakos from Nick Bruno. And Feather fouls off the pitch from Bruno. 0-1. Bruno retired his first 6 batters coming into this inning. But the Redbirds have already tacked on a run here and looking for more. And Bruno steps off. Aiden Feather has already flashed his leather in the field defensively. Went down swinging his first time at the plate. And the 0-1 pitch misses. And the count draws even. It's not a windy night here in Tarboro. If you can see that American flag as Feather swings through that pitch in the dirt. Count moves to 1-2. American flag out in the left center field. Not really moving at all. It's 83 degrees here in Tarboro.
Waiting on deck just in case is the third baseman, Jackson Hughes. He struck out the up as a Feather with a hit. 1-2 from Bruno. Trying to escape
1-2 on its way to Feather. There goes the runners, and Feather fouls it off.
double steal was in effect there, and the runners will have to head back from the Stein and Lakers.
So Stein and Lakos were taking third and second respectively on the 1-2 pitch. Feather fouled it off of the Tarboro dugout. So we'll do it again.
Anyhow, we'll get Tarboro out of the game. 1 run so far in the third on just 1 hit.
1 ball, 2 strikes here on Feather.
By Jack Moore.
And the pitch from Bruno. Runners go again. And that one misses. Ball 3. The throw to third is not in time. So Logan Stein and Justin Lakos each with a stolen base. That's the third and fourth. Or excuse me, that's the third stolen base of the inning. Two on, 2 out, 2-2 the count. Pitch to Feather is roped into center field. That'll fall, base hit. 1 run to score. Lakos being waved around third. The throw from Moses is offline. And diving into second base with a 2 RBI single is Aiden Feather, and he is pumped up. Three runs here in the third inning for the Redbirds. And they have jumped early. They scored 2 runs on Bruno last time in his 4 innings and 1/3 of work. Bruno's already gone 3 innings and 2/3 plus thus far tonight. And the Redbirds have tacked on 3 runs here in the third with another runner in scoring position. Hughes trying to keep the train going as he loses his bat on the swing. Now Jackson Hughes can go back to the dugout. I'm not sure if he wants a new bat or some more pine tar. I think he's waiting to get some new pine tar because he still has the lumber in his hand. And he is rubbing some new pine tar on his bat, and now he's ready to step back into the box. So it's 0-1 here on Hughes with Feather on second. He singled and took second on the throw home from Moses. Moses didn't hit a cutoff, man. He just tried to throw out Lakos at the plate. Third time that he's just shot it out from center in the inning. Second time. Tried to throw out Trent Jones, who scored on the line drive out from Jack Morick, and the 1-1 pitch is in the dirt. Feather took a big secondary lead after the ball bounced, but he goes back into second without a throw from the catcher Hoggard. Two balls, one strike. This is going to be the 62nd pitch thrown from Bruno, and it's fouled straight back by Hughes, and the count moves to 2-2. Hughes has similar strikeout to plate appearance ratio as Jack Morick, we mentioned earlier in the inning. He has 5 strikeouts, and now he's gone down for the second time tonight, 7th on the season, but not before 3 runs come home to score for the Redbirds. We'll head to the bottom half of the third here in Tarboro. Get your game on with D-Bat Virginia Beach baseball, softball, training, and more. D-Bat Virginia Beach is a state-of-the-art facility with over 17,000 square feet, 13 batting cages, and professional instructors who don't just know baseball and softball, but live and breathe it. You can find them located at 5258A Fairfield Shopping Center in Virginia Beach. You can call them at 757-467-1111. You can also visit their website at dbatvirginiabeach.com. Dane Hoggard steps into the box for the first time tonight against Jacob Reganey, who throws him a first pitch strike on the curveball, 0-1. Reganey pitching with the lead for the first time tonight after the Redbirds put up a 3-spot in the third. One pitch, and that one misses up high. Count moves to 2-1. Pitch from Reganey, and there's a beautiful pitch there. Outside corner to draw the count even. And the 2-2 just missed outside. Ricani was ready for Trevor Self, his battery mate, to throw it around. Instead, we've got a full count. 3-2 from Ricani. He's working quick, and he misses upstairs. Third walk distributed by Ricani. He had one in the first, one in the second, and now one in the third. So that'll bring up Zeke Hilton. And the righty takes the first pitch up high from Ricani, 1-0. One-0 pitch here with Hoggard on first. He drew a walk on a full count, and Hilton fouls off the 1-0 pitch. And the count moves to 1-1. Hoggard's attempted 4 stolen bases looming on first. He's arrived safely in all of them as Ricani checks in on him. Hilton went 1 for 4 in the only meeting against the Redbirds back on June 21st. But that one hit was a 3-run homer. And the one pitch misses inside to Hilton, 2-1. Two-one pitch from Ricani. And there's another pitch that catches the outside corner. Count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch is shot out towards center, and coming to his right is the right fielder Trent Jones, and he reels it in. So Hilton flies out to the opposite field, and that'll bring up the left-footed James Moses. And Moses takes that pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Ricani has yet to record a strikeout the first time through the Tarboro batting order. Ricani in his 1 inning out of the bullpen against Suffolk didn't record a strikeout either, as he throws over to Hoggard at first, who slides back in safely. One-0 pitch on its way from Ricani. And that one shot out towards center. Bosher goes a couple feet backwards, and he makes the catch for the second straight flyout of the inning.
The shortstop, number 7, Barango.
That'll bring up Ty Barango. One of 6 right-handed batters in the starting lineup for the River Bandits.
He's getting that called strike on the outside corner a bit, and he's been living there recently. Gets him up and ahead on the count on Barango, who he walked in his first at-bat, 0-1. And he shoots the 0-1 pitch up the middle of the diamond. Going to his left side is Feather, and the throw to first is in time. Unbelievable. Aiden Feather is flashing the gold tonight at second base. At the end of 3, the Redbirds are up 3-0. Mercedes-Benz of Virginia Beach has earned a reputation as one of the Hampton Roads' most trusted luxury car dealers. Since their establishment in 2014, they found themselves as a premier name for Mercedes-Benz sales with exceptional service and unbeatable selections. If you're looking for a newer pre-owned Mercedes-Benz, they're the place to go to. Being the premier Mercedes-Benz dealership in Virginia Beach with a vast selection of Mercedes-Benz vehicles and easy leasing and financing. They're located on 4949 Virginia Beach Boulevard in Virginia Beach. You can call them at 757-499-3771. You can also visit their website at mercedes-benzofvirginiabeach.com. Top of the 4th inning here, and Aiden Feather just continues to astonish me with his glove out in second base tonight. He's ended all 3 innings somehow involved in the play defensively. 2 inning-ending double plays, and then a beautiful throw to first, leaning to his right side, going all the way across the middle of the diamond. Grant Crosby wanted the umpires to have a discussion, so they talked about it, but they were not overturning that play. 1-0 pitch, and the lefty Blazer takes a 2-0 count. Pitch. And the lefty Bruno misses low, and it's 3-0 here on Blazer. Redbirds tacked on 3 runs in the last inning. There is some action in the Tarboro bullpen. Pitch. And that one's fired in for a called strike to move the count to 3-1.
Here's the pitch to Blazer. And it's low for ball 4. Second consecutive inning that the Redbirds have drawn a walk to start off of the lefty Bruno. So that'll bring up Jason Bosher, who popped out in his only at-bat thus far tonight towards the right side. Second baseman Zeke Hilton was under that one. And now he shows bunt and he moves away from the inside pitch. Count moves to 1-0. We saw Trevor Self do the same thing after Trent Jones led off with a walk to start the third. He showed bunt on the first pitch, but we never saw it again after. And now Bruno will check in on Blazer at first base. One out. Bosher shows bunt again, and he went around as he tried to push that one towards the right side, but unsuccessful. So the count moves to 1-1. Can't see if Bosher is up in the box or not from the angle that we are currently at. Doesn't show bunt there, and he lays off the 1-1 pitch for a ball. So it appears as if Chris Dodolo has taken the bunt sign off with a 2-1 count here. You can typically tell if they're going to bunt or not with how far they are in the box. And that one's lined into left field for a base hit for Bosher. That's his first hit of the night. And the third single off of Chase Bruno. And Jason Bosher is dancing over on first base. And so Grant Crosby is going to go out. And it looks like he's going to make a call to the bullpen. So that'll be all for for Nick Bruno. He goes 3+ innings, allows 3 runs. He's still responsible for Dylan Blazer on second and Jason Bosher on first. Dawson Wiggins is the first man out of the bullpen for the River Bandits. He comes into a situation where there's no one out and runners on first and second. Facing the 7-hole hitter, Trent Jones. Trent bluffs a bunt, and that pitch misses outside from Wiggins, 1-0. Wiggins has allowed at least a run in every outing that he's appeared for Tarboro. 1-0 pitch. And again, showing bunt is Jones, but it misses outside, and the count's now 2-0. The corners are in for Tarboro. Barango holding Dylan Blazer at second, and there's a called strike to Jones, 2-1. Jones scored the first run of the third inning. Now trying to push the runners over a bag with no one out, and the bunt is popped up in foul ground, and the first baseman Dunn unable to get there. So the count is now 2-2 as they play the Jaws music here at Tarboro Municipal Stadium. This is Wiggins' first time pitching against the PCL team not named the Steamers. 2-2 on its way, and that one's fouled off, and we'll do it again. He has an ERA of 10.57 in the 7 2/3 innings of work. And the 2-2 catches the outside corner for a called strike 3. So after Wiggins was down in the count 2-0, he throws 3 straight strikes to Jones to get him looking. And his first pitch to Trevor Self is outside, 1-0. Umpire's been consistent with calling that outside pitch, and that's what got Jones looking. 1-0, and Wiggins fires in a strike to even up the count. One, and there goes the runner, Blazer to third, as the pitch is fouled off by Self. Interesting. Blazer was running, but Jason Bosher, who's on first base, stayed put. Ty Barango is holding Dylan Blazer very close at second. 1-2. And it's swung through by Self. So Wiggins comes in and strikes out the first 2 batters he sees. And so that'll bring up Jack Morick. And Morick chops that one towards the left side. That's going to be a tough play for Johnson. He doesn't throw the ball to first. He tries to go to third with it to try and catch Blazer, who took a small turn to third. It's not in time, and it's an infield single for Jack Morick.
The left fielder, number 8, Logan Stein.
So now the bases are loaded. And we're back to the top of the lineup for Logan Stein. He had the first infield single of the night in the previous inning. And the first pitch that he sees from Wiggins is a called strike, 0-1. Blazer on third, he walked. Jason Bosher on second, he singled. And on first base is Jack Morick. 0-1 pitch, and that swung through from Stein, and the count moves to 0-2. Redbirds can use a hit here. Logan Stein trying to do some damage. 0-2 pitch is foul tipped into the glove of the catcher Hogard for strike 3. So the Redbirds leave the bases loaded here in the top of the 4th inning. They're up 3-0 at Tarboro Municipal Stadium. Mercedes-Benz of Virginia Beach offers Mercedes-Benz service and repair, so you have access to the latest specialized technology and precise analysis from Mercedes-Benz trained technicians who undergo regular and frequent training, so they're always up to date on every component of your vehicle. Find them at 4949 Virginia Beach Boulevard in Virginia Beach. Call them at their service hotline, 757-499-3773. You can also visit their website at mercedes-benzofvirginiabeach.com. Find service coupons, schedule or service an order, or parts and accessories for your Mercedes-Benz vehicles. Jacob Reganey out there for his 4th inning of work, and the first pitch he throws in the inning is a ball outside to the right fielder, Chase Heath. Chase celebrating a birthday today. And the 1-0 goes through the catcher's self, and the count moves to 2-0. Reganey trying to work quickly here from the windup, and that one misses up high, and the count balloons to 3-0. And the 3-0 pitch misses way upstairs, so a 4-pitch walk. To lead off the home 4th. Second consecutive inning that Reganey has started with a walk. And that brings up Jarrett May. Jarrett got here late, but he's now able to qualify on the leaderboard stats as he swings at the first pitch. It's popped up and foul ground. Overcomes Hughes for a look, but it'll bounce on top of the Tarboro dugout. May got here late after being in the College World Series with Mercer County Community College. That's where I live, out in Mercer County, which is in New Jersey. Central Jersey, which is a thing. A lot of people, if you're not from there, they debate whether or not Central Jersey exists or not, but I believe it does. A 1 pitch is fired upstairs from Reganey. He evens up the count at 1-1. May
has just been a monster. He's already earned PCL Player of the Week twice, even with a late start. He has an OPS of 1.355, which leads the league. That pitch is upstairs. Good job from Self to prevent that from going to the backstop. So May is kind of pulling away with a potential PCL MVP. He takes a big cut of that pitch. 2-2. May was 0 for 1 in the only game against the Redbirds. He popped up, but I was talking with Chris Dodolo and his assistant Jack Markey, and they said even after that pop-up, as Reganey misses low, even after the pop-up, they knew that Jared May is something special, and boy, he is. Already he's got 8 home runs. That leads Tarboro along with the rest of the PCL. 3-2 on its way, and it's fouled off by May, and we'll do it again. May had a line drive double in his first at-bat, accounting for his 13th extra base hit of the season and his 55 ABs. Payoff pitch is shot out to left, and there it goes. The 9th home run from May, and it puts the River Bandits on the board. It's now 3-2. No words to describe Jared May. He's just unreal.
The first baseman, number 36, Tyler Dunn.
It's his second extra base hit of the night. And Tyler Dunn, the left-footed hitter, takes the first pitch strike. And that one's rolled over to first where Blazer is. So that's the first out. Three U in your scorecard.
Number 19, Mcfadden, Ackman.
And that'll bring up Mcfadden Ackman. He drew a walk in his only plate appearance in the second. And he takes the first pitch from Reganey upstairs, 1-0. Brady Kenter is warming up in the Redbird bullpen. And Reganey spikes that pitch in the dirt, 2-0. Two-0 pitch, and that one misses outside, and it's 3-0. Reganey started this inning on a 4-pitch walk to Heath, trying to avoid that now. With one out, already 2 runs in, but there is the second 4-pitch walk of the inning from Reganey. It's a second walk drawn by Mcfadden Ackman. And Trevor Self is going to go have a talk with Jacob Reganey. And that is actually going to be all for Jacob Reganey. He goes 3 1/3 innings, allows 2 earned runs, And he's still responsible for Liam Mcfadden Ackman on first. So Brady Kenter is the new arm on the mound for the Redbirds. And the first pitch that he throws sails away, 1-0. This is the 5th relief appearance for Kenter. His worst outing came against these River Bandits in their first and only meeting thus far. And that pitch is fouled off by Johnson, 1-1. Kenter allowed 5 runs, all earned, in 3 innings and 1/3 back on June 21st. As Trevor Self goes out to talk to him, must have been some miscommunication on the pitch that was fouled off by Johnson. So Chris Dodolo trusting his lefty in a 1-run ball game here in the home 4th. And a lineup that consists of 3 lefties tonight from Tarboro. His first batter is the lefty. Harrison Johnson takes the pitch up and away, and the count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike. With Mcfadden Ackman on first, he walked with 1 down. And the 2-1 misses low, and it's 3-1. Jackson Hughes, the third baseman, playing a bit in for the lefty than he typically would as Kenter checks in on Ackman. That's what I've shortened his name to at times, is what I'll say. That's a long last name, Liam Mcfadden Ackman. Kenter gets the signs from Self, and he's ready. With Mcfadden Ackman dancing over on first, and not sure where that pitch missed from Kenter. It's ball 4. Second straight walk distributed by Redbird pitching. And it brings up the Tarboro catcher, Dane Hoggard.
Hoggard walked in his only plate appearance tonight. And that pitch misses from Kenter, 1-0. Christodoulou is instructing Kenter, telling him to make an adjustment. That's what sports are, including baseball. Games of adjustments. 1-0 pitch. And that one's fouled down the third baseline. Foul. And it evens up the count to 1-1 as someone from the River Bend bullpen goes out to retrieve that foul ball. One ball, one strike. Self sets up a bit outside. Pitch from Kenter. And he misses outside. 2-1. Two balls, one strike. And that pitch is flied out towards left. And waiting for it to come down is Stein. He calls off the shortstop Lakos. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The second baseman, number 3, Zeke Hampton.
That'll bring up the righty Hilton. Agent Feather covering second base where Mcfadden Ackman is tightly. And the first pitch that Hilton sees from Kenter is a called strike, 0-1. Kenter trying to hold the lead here. After the Redbirds tacked on 3 runs in the third. There goes the runners. Throw down from Self. And Hughes places down the tag. But it's not in time. It's a stolen base for Mcfadden Ackman. And trailing him at second base is Harrison Johnson. So now 2 runners in scoring position in a 1-run ball game. With Tarboro trailing by 1. And Zeke Hilton up at the dish. 1-1 pitches hit down the third baseline. Foul. Past head coach Grant Crosby. So now Kenter's 1 pitch away from getting out of it. Trying to retire Hilton. One ball, 2 strikes. Self sets up away. Pitch from Kenter. And Hilton just lays off. Christodoulou asking his pitcher to work from the bottom of the strike zone. Two on, 2 out, 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch from Kenter. And that one sails upstairs, and the count is now full. First base is unoccupied. However, the top of the River Bandit lineup is on deck, and James Moses, who is 0 for 2 tonight. (3-2) on its way from Kenter. And it's low in the dirt for ball 4. And the bases are loaded.
The center fielder, number 29.
That's the 4th walk of the inning. Drawn by Tarboro. Chase Heath walked to start the inning. He came around to score on the May home run. And then Ackman's on third, Johnson on second, and Hilton on first. They all walked as well. And Moses takes that one upstairs, 1-0. Moses is 0 for 2 tonight. And now Trevor Self is going to go talk with his battery mate Brady Kenter after he throws a first pitch ball to the left-footed James Moses. Moses in the first game against the River Bandits went 1 for 4. "1-0 from Kenter, and that one misses low, and now it's 2-0. There's nowhere to put Moses. Moses leads the River Bandits with 21 walks on the year. He's also been hit by 1 pitch this summer. Kenter needs to throw a strike here. 2-0. And he gets the call. Good location there from Kenter. That was executed to put the count at 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch from Moses, and he bluffs a bunt. And the pitch is thrown in the dirt. Good stop from Self to prevent that ball from going to the backstop. But now the count is 3-1. There's nowhere to put James Moses. With the bases loaded, the Redbirds are up by a run here in the home fourth. Kenter needs a big out here. The 3-1, and it misses upstairs, and we are tied.
The shortstop, number 7, Barango.
The 5th walk in the inning, thrown by Redbird pitching. 2 from Reganey, and now 3 from Kenter as he throws a first pitch strike to Barango. 0-1. Barango's 0 for 1 today. He drew a walk in the first inning. A 1, and the curveball misses low and in, and the count is even. One on its way from Kenter, and that one misses away. So second consecutive batter that has drawn a 2-1 count on Kenter. He fell to Moses, 2-0. Ended up walking him. He was up on Barango, 0-1. But now it's 2 balls and 1 strike. And that pitch is fired in right down the middle for a strike. It's even up the count at 2-2. Kenter just trying to keep the lead is. 3 runs scored in the inning, all under the belt of Jacob Reganey, so his night is complete. He goes 3
innings, as we're going to get a full count now as Gensler misses that pitch low and away. Regini goes 3 innings and 1/3 and allows 3 earned runs. Bases are loaded. Everyone that's on has reached on a walk. And now the merry-go-round will be in motion. 3-2 from Gensler. And we'll do it again. Nowhere to put Barango. The merry-go-round will be in motion again. Here's the payoff pitch from Gensler. And it's up high for ball 4. The 3rd consecutive walk from Gensler. It walks in the 2nd run of the inning. And it gives the River Bandits their first lead of the night.
The right fielder, number 24, Chase Heath.
So that brings up Chase Heath. Chase started this inning with a leadoff walk off of Regini. And the first pitch that he sees from Gensler is a ball, 1-0. Gensler having trouble finding the zone here. And his 6th, and Heath drills that one to left. Back goes Stein to the warning track, and it's gone. A grand slam for Chase Heath, the 2nd home run of the inning for the River Bandits, puts them up 8-3. Tarboro just has 2 hits in the inning. Both of them have been home runs. As Chris Dolo is talking to the home plate umpire, not sure what he's discussing. The inning has ballooned. 8 runs have come home as the Tarboro first base coach has too much equipment. Liam Mcfadden Ackman comes over to get all the protective gear.
Number 33, Jared May.
Jarrett May is now the 11th batter coming into the inning for the River Bandits. Chris Dodolo is now going out to the mound where Brady Gensler is standing. Jarrett May is asking if there's a pitching change. I don't believe that there is. And I'm stand incorrect. We are going to have a pitching change. Brady Gensler records 1 out and allows 4 runs on a grand slam. So we'll have a call to the bullpen here in Tarboro. Tanner Simpson is going to be the new arm on the mound for the Redbirds as he gets set to face Jarrett May.
So Tarboro has tacked on 8 runs here in the 4th. Jared May takes the first pitch for a ball. On the first pitch thrown from Tanner Simpson, May has already homered in this inning. And he hits a high fly ball towards the left side. That'll go out of play. And the count moves to 1-1. Simpson started opening day for the Redbirds. Has since made 8 appearances, all out of the bullpen. And he spikes that pitch to move the count to 2-1 on May. Simpson's been a reliable pitcher for Chris Dodolo as May fouls off the 2-1 pitch to even up the count. And his 13 innings and 1/3 innings of work, Simpson has an ERA of 2.70. And he spikes that pitch to May. That one bounced away in front of the plate. And the count is now full. And that ball is way gone. Bat flip from May. That one is well into the trees here in left field at Tarboro Municipal Stadium. It's the 2nd home run of the inning for the River Bandits. It's back-to-back home runs from Heath and May. And that makes it 9-3 Tarboro. Jared May continues to improve his resume for PCL MVP.
The first baseman, number 36, Tyler Dunn.
Tyler Dunn takes a ball 1-0. So back-to-back home runs off of the bat of Heath and May, off of 2 different Redbird arms. And if the left-footed Dunn goes yard, someone will win $30,000 in the stands here. This is why you hear the ruckus from the River Bandit dugout. (1-0) and Dunn loses his bat. That one goes right into the Norfolk dugout. Alex Brown recovers it. That's the 2nd time tonight we've seen a hitter lose the grip on the bat. The first time it was from Norfolk. This time it's Tyler Dunn of Tarboro throwing the bat away. 1-1 count. Pitch from Simpson. And that one's lined up the middle of the diamond. And the throw to first is in time from Lakos, but not before 8 runs coming to score off of 3 home runs from Tarboro. We'll head to the 5th inning. It's the River Bandits 9, Redbirds 3.
Local business owners and community organizers, promote your business and events. Right here on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel, you have the opportunity to promote your business and events right here with your logo being featured on the screen. Please email tidewatersummerleague@gmail.com to promote your business or events today. Dawson Wiggins back on the hill for Tarboro, and he's now in line for the victory after 9 runs came in to score. 3 of them went to Reganey, and as first pitch swing is popped up in foul ground, that'll land out of the reach of the River Bandits defenders. So 3 runs under the belt of Reganey, 6 to Brady Kenter. And 1 to Tanner Simpson. And the 0-1 pitch misses upstairs. It's even up the count at 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch is swung through from Lakos, and he's now down in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that pitch catches the outside corner. Lakos knew it immediately as he goes down looking. Second time that he's struck out tonight.
The second baseman, number 14, Mcfadden.
So that'll bring up Aiden Feather. Feather has already had a big night tonight. 3 web gems out in the field defensively, and he's also got a 2 RBI single. That put the Redbirds up 3-0 as he hits a fly ball out towards center. Moses shifts to his right to make the catch. So quick 2 outs here in the inning from Wiggins. And it brings up the third baseman, Jackson Hughes. Hughes is 0 for 2. He's struck out both looking and swinging tonight. That was both against the starting pitcher, Nick Bruno. The first pitch that he sees from Wiggins misses low for ball 1. This game got out of hand quickly as he shoots the 1-0 pitch out of the stadium, 1-1. Just 3 hits in that 4th inning for the River Bandits. All of them were home runs as that one is lined into left. That's a 2-out base hit for Jackson Hughes, his first hit of the night. And the Redbirds have a 2-out base runner aboard.
The first baseman, number 18, Dylan Blazer.
So just 3 hits in that 4th inning, as I was saying, for the River Bandits. All of them were home runs. 2 from Jarrett May, 1 from Chase Heath. And 9 runs were scored. 1-0 count here on the left-footed Dylan Blazer. Blazer's 0 for 1 tonight. He struck out and walked. And he lays off the 1-0 pitch, and the count moves up to 2-0. That inning really just killed the momentum of the Redbirds.
And Blazer swings through that pitch to move the count to 2-1. We were hoping that Kenter could leave the lead where it was at 3-2, even after the walk that put it to 3-3. He wanted a close ball game, but it is tough. Tarboro is, of course, the favorites coming into the season, along with Edenton. As Blazer swings through that pitch, and the count is now full. Hughes should be in motion from first. He's running, and the 3-2 is on the outside corner, a called strike 3. So the Redbirds leave a base runner stranded. It's 9-3 Tarboro here on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. Get your game on with D-Bat Virginia Beach baseball, softball, training, and more. D-Bat Virginia Beach is a state-of-the-art facility with over 17,000 square feet, 13 batting cages, and professional instructors who don't just know baseball and softball, but live and breathe it. You can find them located on 5258A, Fairfield Shopping Center in Virginia Beach. You can call them at 757-467-1111. You can also visit their website at dbatvirginiabeach.com. Top of the 5th inning here as we change that score bug for you. Tanner Simpson came into relief last inning. Throws the first pitch strike to Mcfadden. Ackman, 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch misses low and in. Count moves to 1 ball and 1 strike. Zach Jarnowski is now behind the plate for the Redbirds. And Mcfadden Ackman rolls that one right to Simpson. And he runs over to first and flips it to Blazer to retire Mcfadden Ackman.
The third baseman, number 1, Harrison Johnson.
It's the second time that the River Bandits failed to get the leadoff man on to start an inning. The only other time was in the first inning when James Moses grounded out to the pitcher as well. First pitch swinging from Harrison Johnson. He lifts one towards the left side. Over comes Stein for a look and foul ground, and he makes the catch. So 2 quick outs recorded by Tanner Simpson in the home 5th. And it brings up the catcher, Dane Hoggard. Hoggard's 0 for 1 tonight. He flew out to right field. He also drew a walk. And the first pitch that he sees from Simpson is up high, 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch misses low from Simpson. Count moves to 2-0. Redbirds have yet to have a 1-2-3 inning. They have faced a minimum of 3 batters as Simpson fires in a 2-0 strike. Moves the count to 2-1 in the first inning. They had 1 out and a runner on and turned that 6-4-3 double play. Simpson fires in another strike, and the count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that one just missed. Good frame job from Jarnowski. Tried to sell it. Pitch was a bit outside, and the count is now full. 3-2 to Hoggard. And he fouls it off of his front foot. It rolls in the infield, but we'll do it again. So here's the payoff pitch from Simpson. And it's up high, ball 4. So Dane Hoggard is aboard with 2 outs.
The second baseman, number 3, Hilton.
That's the 10th walk from Redbird pitching tonight. That's been the struggles. As Zeke Hilton takes the first pitch ball, 1-0. The River Bandits, as Hilton fouls that one back, 1-1. Just have 4 hits tonight. 3 of them off of the bat of Jarrett May. The other, of course, with Chase Heath with a grand slam. All of them have been for extra bases. 2 home runs from May, a home run from Heath, and May also had a double in the second inning. But the walks allowed the runners to reach base for both May and Heath when they homered. As that pitch is up high, 2-1. There was 1 runner on for May's first home run. That was Chase Heath, who walked. And then when Heath hit the grand slam, all 3 runners aboard also reached base via the walk. As Simpson checks in on Hoggard over at first base. But Redbirds only down 9-3. But like we mentioned earlier, it just feels like the momentum has been drained out of the ball club. Some frustration boiling. 3-1 count here on Hilton. Simpson walked the previous batter after retiring the first 2. And the 3-1 pitch is fouled off. So for the second straight batter, we'll have a 3-2 pitch. Hoggard ended up fouling off the 3-2 pitch, and then on the following pitch walked. See what Hilton does on 3-2. Hoggard should be in motion. He's running, and the 3-2 pitch is upstairs, so the second consecutive full count walk from Simpson. And we're back to the top of the Tarboro lineup. It's James Moses. Moses 0 for 2 today. He drew a walk in his previous at-bat, came around to score on the Heath grand slam. And Mcfadden Ackman dancing, or excuse me, that's Hoggard over at second. Dancing around, gets Simpson to step off. And the first pitch that Moses sees tonight from Simpson is up and away, 1-0. Simpson retired the first 2 batters he saw in the inning. Was followed with 2 consecutive full count walks. And the 1-0 is fouled towards the right side, towards the left side, by Moses. To even up the count at 1-1. Moses, one of the 3 lefties tonight in the Tarboro starting lineup. 1-1 from Simpson. And there's a good location there. Well executed by Simpson. Pitch on the inside corner. Moves the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Simpson trying to get out of this inning unscathed. And the 1-2 is fouled back by Moses, and we'll do it again. So we'll do the 1-2 again from Simpson with 2 down and runners on first and second. Here's the pitch on its way. There goes Hoggard. The pitch is looped into left. In comes Stein. And it'll fall in front of him. It's an RBI single for James Moses. Hoggard scores easily. He was running on the pitch. So Tarboro has put up double digits here in the 5th. It's the first hit of the evening for Moses. And his first RBI puts the River Bandits up by a touchdown. And there's a called strike to tie Barango, 0-1. Barango's 0 for 1 today. He's drawn 2 walks for the River Bandits today. And Barango swings through that pitch, 0-2. The scoreboard here at Tarboro Municipal Stadium says 1-1. The home plate umpire is holding up his hands to signal it's 0-2. Which is the correct count. 0-2 pitch. And that one gets by Jarnowski over to third. Goes Hilton, and trailing him to second is Moses. One ball, 2 strikes. Scoreboard still stands incorrect, so you guys can't not see that on your screen, but nevertheless, 1-2 pitch is popped up in the infield by Barango, and calling for it is Feather, and he'll be called off by the first baseman Blazer to make the catch. But another run comes into score for Tarboro as they are up 10-3. Mercedes-Benz of Virginia Beach has earned a reputation as one of the Hampton Roads' most trusted luxury car dealers. Since their establishment in 2014, they found themselves as a premier name for Mercedes-Benz sales with exceptional service and unbeatable selections. If you're looking for a new or pre-owned Mercedes-Benz, they're the place to go to, being the premier Mercedes-Benz dealership in Virginia Beach and a vast selection of Mercedes-Benz vehicles
with easy leasing and financing. They're located on 4949 Virginia Beach Boulevard in Virginia Beach. You can call them at 757-499-3771. You can also visit their website at mercedes-benzofvirginiabeach.com. Six, seven, eight due up here in the top of the 6th inning for the Redbirds. That's Jason Bosher, followed by Trent Jones, and then Trevor Self. And there's a first pitch strike from Wiggins, 0-1. Bosher singled in his last at-bat. And that was the last pitch that was thrown by the starter, Nick Bruno. Bosher lays off that one, 2-1. Two one from Wiggins, and Bosher swings through that one to even it up. Two pitch misses. So the count is full on Bosher. Gonna get on base here to lead things off. He goes down swinging for strike 3. That's the 6th strikeout recorded by Dawson Wiggins, and the first out here in the 6th. Trey Wright now pinch hitting in place of Trent Jones. Gets another lefty bat in the Norfolk lineup. Right quickly up in the count, 2-0. To right, and there's a called strike, 2-1. And Wright takes a called strike, and now it's 2-2. Two to Wright, and that one's inside. And the count runs full. Full count to Wright, hitting .478 on the year, and he fouls it off. Wait! 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled off again by Wright. Wright trying to work the count here on Wiggins. 3-2. It's fouled off again. So here's the 9th pitch of the at-bat on its way to Wright. And it's inside, ball 4. So Trey Wright draws a walk as a pinch hitter.
And that'll send up Zach Jarnowski, who came into the game defensively in the last half inning.
Pitch hitting for Norfolk, number 13, Zach Jarnowski.
As the Redbirds dig into their bench, Jarnowski fouls off the first pitch curveball from Wiggins, 0-1. Jarnowski hitting .333 on the year. Takes that pitch in the dirt from Wiggins. Count draws even. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Here's the pitch to Jarnowski, and it is right across the plate. 1-2. Jarnowski has struck out in 4 of his 26 plate appearances this season, and he leaves the curveball outside from Wiggins, and the count moves to 2-2. Lead is certainly surmountable. But just trying to get the momentum as Jarnowski goes down looking for the second strikeout of the inning. It's the 12th time that the Redbirds have gone down on strikes thus far tonight. And that'll bring up Ben Adams. And Adams takes the first pitch strike from Wiggins, 0-1. Adams hitting a .125 in his just 11 plate appearances this summer for the Redbirds. Adams did get here late. His first game was actually against Tarboro on June 21st as he hits a roller over to short. And the throw to first is in time from Barango. So no hits and a runner stranded on first base for the Redbirds as we head to the home half of the 6th from Tarboro Municipal Stadium. Mercedes-Benz offers Mercedes-Benz service and repairs, so you have access to the latest specialized technology and precise analysis from Mercedes-Benz trained technicians who undergo regular and frequent training, so they're always up to date on every component of your vehicle. Find them at 4949 Virginia Beach Boulevard in Virginia Beach. Call them at 757-499-3773 to reach their service hotline. You can also visit their website at mercedes-benzvirginiabeach.com. Some defensive changes for the Redbirds here in the 6th inning. So Jackson Hughes comes into the game defensively, or excuse me, moves over to first base from third. Alex Aguilar comes into the game defensively to replace Hughes at third. And there's a comebacker again to Simpson, and he retires the first batter again for the 2nd inning.
Number 33,
Chase Heath.
May.
So that'll bring up Jarrett May. So the Redbirds have retired the first batter of the inning 3 times. All 3 times have been 1-3 in the scorecards as May swings at that first pitch from Simpson right back, 0-1. May has 3 of the 5 hits for the River Bandits. All of them have been for extra bases. 2 home runs, a double with 3 RBI thus far tonight. And he lays off that pitch from Simpson, draws the count even at 1-1. And the 1-1 is trilled. Foul off of the bat of May. If it was fair, it was gone. It was pulled way early. May was really out in front of it. May was the first batter that Simpson faced. After Kenter was pulled after allowing the grand slam. And May followed with a home run of his own. 1-2 on its way. And that one sails up high to even up the count at 2-2. Trey Wright has also come into right field for the Redbirds as May fouls off the 2-2 pitch. Wright pinched hit in the inning for Trent Jones. Two from May to May. And that one is in the dirt. 3-2. It's the second full count that May has drawn tonight. The first one was off of Reganey. He ended up hitting a line drive double into left field. Here's the 3-2 on its way from Simpson. And we'll do it again as May fouls that one out of play towards the right side. With 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. 3-2 pitch. A called strike 3. A nice curveball there from Simpson to retire May for the first time tonight. So that'll bring up the lefty, Tyler Dunn, with 2 outs and no one on. Simpson retired the first 2 batters he saw in the previous inning, but Tarboro was still managed to scratch a run. Trying to have the first 1-2-3 inning tonight. They have had an inning where there was only 3 batters that came to the dish for Tarboro, but an inning-ending double play allowed them to face the minimum. 2-0 pitch. And that one goes by Jarnowski. Count moves up to 3-0. If Dunn can reach, Mcfadden Ackman would be next. And the 3-0 pitch is fired in for a strike. 3-1. And there's the third time that we've seen a batter lose their bat on the swing. That one goes into the Redbirds dugout as Chris Dodolo is now having a laugh with Ty Barango. So it's a full count here on Barango. He chokes up on the bat, and the 3-2 pitch misses low for ball 4. And so, just like last inning, Simpson retired the first 2 batters and then walked the next one.
The left fielder, number 19, Mcfadden and Ackman.
There's the first pitch strike to Mcfadden. Ackman, 0-1. That was the 12th walk drawn from the River Bandits. It's going to be the key to success for the next game. As that pitch gets by Jarnowski, the throw down to second is not in time. That'll be a wild pitch put on Simpson that allows Barango to take second. And I'm not sure if that ball hit him or not. He called time and buying himself some stretching time over near the bag. The count is 1-1 on Mcfadden Ackman. He was 0-1, but he's drawn 2 of those 12 walks. And that one is lined into left field. That's a base hit, and being waved around third is Barango, and he'll slide in safely. It's a 2-out RBI single for Liam Mcfadden Ackman, his first hit of the night. Puts the River Bandits up 11-3.
The third baseman, number 1, Harrison Johnson.
The 17th run batted in of the season for Mcfadden Ackman. So he now puts himself at a third place tie with Harrison Johnson for the River Bandits. And speaking of Harrison Johnson, he swings at the 1-0 pitch, evens up the count at 1-1. And the 1-0 curveball is swung through, 1-2. So it's for 2 consecutive innings. Simpson retires the first 2 batters, but Tarboro is able to draw a run. 1-2 pitch, and that one's popped up in the infield. Going to his right is Lakos to make the catch, but another run comes in to score for the River Bandits. We'll head to the 7th inning here at Tarboro Municipal Stadium. Local business owners and community organizers, promote your business and events. Right here on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel, you have the opportunity to promote your business and events right here with your logo being featured on the screen. Please email tidewatersummerleague@gmail.com to promote your business or events today. Top of the 7th inning here on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. I'm Hayden Vandell. Thanks for tuning in tonight for the second matchup between these two PCL teams, the Norfolk Redbirds and Tarboro River Bandits. Tarboro won the first matchup between these two teams 11-4. They're currently up 11-3. There's a different story last time, as the River Bandits were the ones who jumped out to a 5-0 lead. Tonight, Norfolk jumped out, if you're just tuning in now, to a 3-0 lead in the 3rd inning. But then in the 4th inning, Tarboro pounded them as Logan Stein swings through that pitch. 1-2. They scored 9 runs in the 4th inning off of 3 hits, all of which were home runs. And there's a called strike 3 on Stein as he strikes out for the 3rd time tonight.
The shortstop, number 5, Justin Lickers.
And Lakos leaves the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. So the Redbirds have struck out 14 times tonight and have walked 12 River Bandits. That's been the storyline thus far tonight in terms of game plan, as Lakos pops up the 1-1 pitch. And it'll go to 1-2. To Lakos, and that one moves away. 2-2. Two, and that one's fouled straight back, so we'll do it again. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning recorded by Wiggins. It's his 9th of the night. And it'll bring up Aiden Feather. And Feather takes a first pitch ball from Wiggins. 1-0. And Feather pops that one up in the infield. Waiting for it to come down is Johnson. And he dropped the ball. So Feather will be aboard with what I believe will be credited a single. But regardless of how it's scored, Aiden Feather is aboard with 2 outs. They are going to credit an error on Harrison Johnson. That's the first error tonight from either side. It's been a clean ball game defensively. Aiden Feather has actually made the best play of the night defensively. That was back in the 3rd inning. Feather got the start over at second base for the first time this summer. And a ball that was hit up the middle of the diamond as the count's 2-0 to Jackson Hughes. Feather came to his right side, threw it across his body, and it was in time to beat the shortstop Ty Barango. And that pitch misses low to Hughes, so it's now 3-0. Wiggins has only threw 1 walk And there's a 4-pitch one to Jackson Hughes. So 2 base runners are aboard for the Redbirds with 2 outs. So that'll bring up Alec Aguilar.
Number 7, Alec Aguilar.
Aguilar hitting in the 5 hole in place of Dylan Blazer. And he takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. Blazer came out of the game in the previous inning. Jackson Hughes took his spot over at first base, and Aguilar came in to play third where Hughes was. Aguilar hits a fly ball out towards right, and in comes Heath to make the catch for the 3rd out. It's stretch time here in Tarboro. It's the River Bandits 11, Redbirds 3. Fourth arm on the mound tonight for the Redbirds. It's Alex Brown. And Brown's first pitch is a called strike to Dane Hoggard, 0-1.
Number 19, Alex Brown.
This is Brown's 5th relief appearance. And there's a big curveball that misses inside, 1-1. Brown's first 2 outings were scoreless, in which he went 3 innings again. Both of them were against the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs, as that ball is rolled foul towards the left side by Hoggard, 1-2. The Sea Dogs will actually take sole place of 4th place if the Redbirds fail to come back tonight in the PCL standings. There's another curveball by Brown that misses out in the dirt, 2-2. But in Brown's last 2 outings, he's gone a total of 1 inning and 5 earned runs. Ballooned his ERA to 11.25, but he strikes out the first batter he sees tonight on 5 pitches. So Hoggard strikes out for the first time tonight. And that'll bring up Zeke Hilton. Hilton's 0 for 1 tonight in his 3 plate appearances. Has drawn 2 walks. Has also came around to score 1 run. That was on the grand slam of Chase Heath. And he fouls off the first pitch that he sees from Brown, 0-1. Brown did pitch against Tarboro back on the 21st of June, where he recorded just 2 outs. Allowed 3 runs on 2 hits and 2 walks. Also hit 2 batters that night. One pitch, and that one pops out of the glove of Jarnowski. Count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike on the righty Hilton. Brown gets the signs from Jarnowski, shakes his head, and now delivers. And the curveball goes to the backstop, and the count moves to 3-1. James Moses goes to retrieve that from the on-deck circle. So 3-1 from Brown, and that goes through the glove of Jarnowski again for ball 4. So it's the 3rd time tonight that Hilton has walked. That'll bring up the left-footed Moses, who's 0 for 2 tonight. He did knock in a run with a single in his last at-bat in the 5th. First pitch from the stretch from Brown. And the curveball just missed inside. One 0 pitch from Brown, and that one gets away from Brown. Count goes to 2-0. Two-0 pitch. The middle infielders in double play depth. 1 out. Moses takes a called strike. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike here on Moses, and he shows bunt, and he pulls away on a pitch. Or excuse me, the home plate umpire called it a strike. Or now he didn't.
It's 3-1 in Tarboro. You're correct. You got it.
So the home plate umpire held up 2-2, which is the reason I thought that he changed his call. You typically don't see that as Brown steps off, takes a throw over to first to get Hilton to dive back in. Home plate umpire was holding up the peace sign with his right and left hands, but then changed it to 3-1, which is the count. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel as James Moses fouls off that pitch towards the left side, and it draws the count full. This is the only game tonight in action. The games at Lakewood Park were each canceled today. 3-2 from Brown, and Moses shoots that one into the left center gap. Back goes Bosher diving, and he can't make the play. Hilton's being held up at third and pulling into second with a 1-out double is James Moses. That's his 2nd hit of the night.
The shortstop, number 7,
That's the 4th double of the season for the Tarboro leadoff man. As Jason Bosher might have been shaken up. Or no, excuse me, I believe that the ball got stuck in between the fence out in left center, which is the reason why Hilton was getting held up by Grant Crosby, coaching at third base. So now everyone from the Redbirds, as you can see, in the left side of your screen. And now I'm being told that Bosher is shaken up. So I was right the first time. Bosher laid out as much as he could for that ball, was just out of his reach. So we'll take a break here on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. So we're ready. Jason Bosher is A-OK out in center field. Ty Barango comes to the plate with 1 out. 2 runners in scoring position, and he swings to the first pitch that he sees from Brown, 0-1. Brown was throwing the ball around to his infielders, was waiting for Bosher to give the thumbs up. And now there's another fly ball for Bosher. This one's out to left center, and he misread it. And it'll roll all the way to the wall. 2 runs will score. And Ty Barango pulls up into second base with his 6th double of the season. This one knocks in 2 runs. And it puts the River Bandits up by double digits.
The right fielder, number 24, Chase Heath.
That'll bring up the right fielder, Chase Heath. He's 1 for 3 tonight. He scored a run and hit a grand slam in the 4th. And he takes a first pitch curveball low from Brown, 1-0. Jarrett May looming on deck, 1-0. And that one shot out into the right center gap. That's a base hit. And being waved around third is Barango. It's an RBI single for Chase Heath. And the River Bandits are pouring it on.
The designated hitter, number 33, Jarrett May.
5th run batted in of the night for Barango. That's the most he's had in a single game all season. And it brings up the best hitter in the league, Jarrett May. And the first pitch that he sees from Brown is popped up into shallow left. Lakos is under it to make the catch to retire May for the second consecutive time.
The first pitch.
So first pitch swinging from May on that curveball that Alex Brown has been using a lot here tonight. And it brings up the left-footed Tyler Dunn. Dunn's 0 for 3 tonight. He walked in his previous at-bat, and he swings at the first pitch that he sees from Brown. 0-1. Jarrett May is the only man in the Tarboro lineup who has not walked tonight. But when you're 3 for 5 with 2 home runs and a double, he'll take it. Dunn choked up on the bat. And the 1-1 pitch misses low, 2-1. Two one from Brown. And that one's popped up and foul ground. Over comes Aguilar for a look. He's under it, and he makes the catch from his knees. So 2 more runs come in to score. 3 runs come in to score for the River Bandits. We'll head to the 8th inning here at Tarboro Municipal Stadium. Dawson Wiggins back out there for his 5th inning of work. Wiggins has been hauling it tonight, and first pitch swinging from Bosher into shallow right. And in comes the right fielder Heath to make the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out here in the top of the 8th.
Number 27, Trey Wright.
I'll bring up Trey Wright. Wright walked in his only plate appearance tonight. And he swings at the first pitch from Wiggins, 0-1. And Wright lays off that pitch, draws the count even. Wiggins coming into the game hadn't gone more than 3 innings in any appearance. The time he went 3 innings, he started that game. Out of the bullpen, he's never gone more than 2. And he gets right to strike out for his 10th strikeout of the night, the 16th from River Bandit pitching.
Pinch hit, number 13, Jack Dragowski.
So that'll bring up the catcher, Zach Jarnowski. And Jarnowski checked the swing on the first pitch. Hoggard, checks in with the first base umpire. He says he didn't go around. So it's 1-0. And Jarnowski shoots the 1-0 pitch, foul, 1-1. Jarnowski was rung up in his only at bat tonight. 1-1. And there's a called strike, 1-2. Wiggins has really been pumping it tonight in his 7 2/3 inning coming into the matchup. He struck out a total of 6 batters. And thus far tonight, in 4 2/3 innings, as Jarnowski fouls off the pitch again to the same spot. In 4 2/3 innings tonight, he struck out 10. Grant Crosby has been rolling with him. 1-2 pitch. And swing and a miss, strike 3. It's the 11th strikeout recorded by Wiggins, the second on Jarnowski, as we head to the home 8th with Tarboro up 14-3. Some more defensive changes for the Redbirds. New pitcher, Bradshaw Morrison. And first pitch that he throws is fouled off towards the right side by Mcfadden. Ackman overcoming is the first baseman Hughes. Did he come up with it? I don't believe he did. Have a tough angle here from where that play was, so it is a foul ball, 0-1 on Mcfadden Ackman. Jackson Hughes Jackson Hughes is over at third base now, moved from first to third, and Jake Gensler is at first base. And the 0-1 pitch misses upstairs from Morrison, 1-1. This is the 10th relief outing for Bradshaw. And the 1-1 curveball misses inside, 2-1. And a scoreless inning on Tuesday against the Voyagers. And he misses that one. Up and away to Mcfadden Ackman, 3-1. And the 3-1 misses up. Mcfadden Ackman is on with a leadoff walk. So the games today at Lakewood Park were both canceled due to rain. Those games were slated to be between the Suffolk Voyagers and Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. As Johnson swings to the first pitch that he sees from Morrison, 0-1. And the second game was supposed to be the Greenbrier Knights hosting the Edenton Steamers. That game was canceled. There was heavy rains in Norfolk yesterday, as you saw if you were tuned into our rookie showcase game. That game had to be ended shortly. 0-2 here. Pitch from Morrison, and that one is inside to Johnson, and the count moves to 1-2. Cancellations there allow us to make our first trip here to Tarboro, North Carolina, at Tarboro Municipal Stadium. 1-2 pitch, a called strike 3 for the first out in the home eighth.
The pitcher, number 22, Dane Hoggard.
That'll bring up Dane Hoggard. Hoggard's 0 for 2 today. He has drawn a pair of walks. Steps into the dish. With one down and Mcfadden dancing on first. And the first pitch that he takes from Morrison is upstairs, 1-0. Mcfadden Ackman always dances over there at first base or wherever he is on the base path. Always stays on his feet. 1-0. And a big cut there from Hoggard. Evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. I personally have never been to the state of North Carolina outside of going to Steamers and now River Bandits games. And Hoggard wanted to check his swing there, but he clearly went around. You can hear an umph from the stands from Dane. So yeah, the only times that I've been and actually done stuff in the state of North Carolina. I have driven through the state, but never actually done anything outside of going to Steamers and River Bandits games. Two balls and two strikes. Here's the pitch from Morrison. And that one's upstairs. Jarnowski thought about a back pick over to first base where Mcfadden Ackman is standing. But he held it in his pocket. 3 balls and 2 strikes as the wind kind of uplifts. Blowing towards from left to right as that ball misses for ball 4. Second walk of the inning distributed by Morrison. And it brings up the second baseman, Zeke Hilton. Hilton is 0 for 1 tonight. And he's walked in his previous 3 at-bats. And Hilton takes a called strike, 0-1. Landon Higgerson is in the on-deck circle for the River Bandits. In spot of the leadoff James Moses. Higgerson does not have any plate appearances this season for Tarboro. He's strictly a pitcher. 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed from Morrison. Count works to 1-2. One-two on its way. And that one's rolled up the middle of the diamond. This could be 2. Sliding, and it goes through the shortstop Aguilar and into center field. Mcfadden Ackman comes in to score the 15th run for the River Bandits as Bosher's throw goes to third. But diving in safely is Hogard. That's actually going to be an error credited on Alec Aguilar. Here's the first pitch that Higgerson sees of the season, and it's outside, 1-0. Higgerson leaves that one upstairs from Morrison, 2-0. Just got to throw strikes here if you're Morrison. The Tarboro dugout all leaning against the fence, including the guys out in the bullpen. Higgerson swings at the 2-0 pitch. He pops it up in the infield, and under it is Feather, who reels it in. So that's the second out. Here in the 8th. That'll bring up Ty Barango. Barango doubled in his last at-bat for his first hit of the evening. And Barango takes a first pitch strike from Morrison, 0-1. With runners on the corners, 2 down. And the 0-1 is fouled back by Barango, 0-2. Here's the 0-2 from Morrison. And that one's hit right back to him off of his glove. In comes the shortstop Aguilar, but he won't have a play. So that'll be an infield single off of the glove of Bradshaw Morrison.
The right fielder, number 24, Chase Heath.
And he'll bring up Chase Heath. So, after being held scoreless for the first 3 innings, the River Bandits have scored in every inning from the 4th on. 0-1 count here on Chase Heath. And he takes that one upstairs from Morrison, 1-1. One ball, one strike. And that one is rolled to the hole where Aguilar is. He won't have a play, though. Just a good job from him to prevent it from going into left field. Back-to-back infield singles from the River Bandits. Loads the bases for Jarrett May.
Number 33, Jarrett May.
There's nowhere to put Jarrett. With the bases loaded following back-to-back infield singles off of the bats of Ty Barango and Chase Heath. Redbirds pitching has retired May in his last 2 at-bats. Got him looking, and popped up a pitch in the infield in his previous 2 at-bats. And the first pitch that he sees from Morrison is outside for a ball, 1-0. And May takes a big hack at a fastball from Morrison, evens up the count at 1-1. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 8th. 1-1 from Morrison. And the curveball is just above the letters of May. 2-1. And May hits a one-hopper over to Aguilar. He goes to second with it, who gets the force out to retire the side. So 2 more runs coming to score for the Bandits. We'll head to the 9th inning with the Redbirds down 16-3. Cresswell is the new pitcher on the mound for the Tarboro River Bandits here in the 9th inning, and his first pitch to Ben Adams is low for ball 1. This is the 5th outing of the season for Cresswell.
5 innings of scoreless ball. 11 strikeouts, just 2 walks. 1-0 to Adams.
And the 1-0 to Adams brushes him off the plate. Transitions the count to 2-0. And there's a ball to Adams. Moves to 3-0. Adams rolled one over to short in his only at-bat tonight. 3-0 pitch is upstairs. So Cresswell's night starts with a 4-pitch walk. And now we're back to the top of the lineup for Norfolk. It's Logan Stein. Stein looking to avoid the golden sombrero tonight. He's 1 for 4 with an infield single. He will avoid it with a base hit. His second of the night into right center. So the Redbirds have the first 2 runners aboard here in the 9th. And it brings up Jake Gensler. Gensler came into the game defensively to play first base and now getting his first at-bat tonight. A 1 pitch, and that one misses to Gensler. 1-1. Barango is now out in center field as Landon Higgerson comes into the game defensively for James Moses, who started out in center. As Gensler swings to the 1-1 pitch. So Higgerson comes into play second. That moves Hilton from second to short, and Barango from short out to center. Everything else is the same for Tarboro, and there's a called strike 3 on Gensler for the first out here in the 9th.
The second baseman, number 14, Mcfadden.
That'll bring up Aiden Feather. And Feather takes the first pitch that he sees from Cresswell outside and away, 1-0. And there's a called strike on Feather, 1-1. And that one will go to the backstop, and so the runners will advance to second and third. Two balls and a strike here on Feather. He's already knocked in 2 runs tonight. That put the Redbirds up by 3 as he lays off that pitch from Cresswell. 3-1. Since Feather knocked in 2 runs. The River Bandits have scored 16 unanswered, and he draws a 5-pitch walk to load the bases for Jackson Hughes.
The third baseman, number 15, Jackson Hughes.
So that's the 3rd time that Feather has reached base today. All differently. He obviously singled, he just walked, and he also reached on an error in the 7th. And Hughes takes the first pitch strike from Cresswell, 0-1. Hughes is 1 for 3 tonight. He singled and walked, and he shoots that one down the right side, and over is the first baseman, Dunn, to step on the bag for the 2nd out. It does bring in a run, but now the Redbirds are down to their final out.
Number 7, Alec Aguilar.
So that'll bring up Alec Aguilar. Aguilar flew out to right in his only at bat tonight, and he takes a first pitch strike from Cresswell, 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch misses away from Cresswell, 1-1. And another fly ball to right from Aguilar. That'll go foul, out of the reach of the first baseman, Tyler Dunn. And now the Redbirds are down to their final strike. One ball, 2 strikes here on Aguilar. And here's the pitch. And the curveball is in there for a called strike 3. And the ball game is over. The River Bandits defeat the Redbirds for the 2nd time this season, improved to 2-0 against Norfolk. 17-6 overall. 9-3 in PCL play. And the story tonight, they struck out 19 Redbirds, and they also drew 15 walks. They had a huge 4th inning that drove in 9 runs on just 3 hits because of all the walks distributed. All those hits in that 4th inning were home runs, 2 off of the bat of Jarrett May, who continues to impress, and he is by far, in my opinion, the front runner for PCL MVP. Chase Heath also had a home run in that inning. So that'll do it for us here tonight. The Redbirds will be back in action on Tuesday, July 19th, when they head to Edenton to face the Steamers. That game is set for 2 o'clock.
Let's give it up for our star 2nd baseman.
And the Redbirds will be looking to get back in the win column on that night. We do have the All-Star game coming up against the Piedmont Collegiate Baseball League, the PCBL. That will be on Saturday. We will have a handful of Redbirds on the roster. So thank you for watching, everyone. Once again, I'm Hayden Bandel. You've been watching the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. The Redbirds take this one over, or the River Bandits take this one over the Redbirds 16-4.